Hey guys, recently I got to sit down with Lilly Singh. I don't know if you know who she is. Actually, I bet you do. She's huge on YouTube. She has over 200 million subscribers. And she's about to take over late night television on NBC, making her the first woman to have a late night show on network TV in over 30 years. Anyway, here's our chat, and thank you guys. I love you. I want to watch like Golden Girls and like braid your hair.
You should braid it. I'm really into that. Yes, my hair is usually a topic of conversation.
And I don't know, like, what do you like to snack on late at night? I'll make it for you.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. I was going to say popcorn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you like butter?
All the butter. I like to add popcorn to the butter.
Oh, that is smart. You melt the butter in the microwave. Mm-hmm. Good butter.
Oh, no. I'm talking like the garbage microwavable popcorn where it's not even real butter. No. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
No, when I'm over braiding your hair, we are.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you up to this.
We are making you. I'm like getting.
You're talking about like melting
Orville Redenbacher, but the kernels.
Oh, so you're talking like a popcorn
I'm
machine?
Talking like no. Yeah, no. I make it on the stovetop, and
that's a lot of commitment.
Yeah, and you shake it and you shake it and shake it. Yeah, that's good. And then you just put a shit ton of butter on it.
I love that.
And then I braid your hair. This has been a great
conversation.
Thank you so much for fingers. It prevents split ends.
I love it.
And then will you braid my hair?
Yes, I will.
I don't know. Little wisps.
No, I'm into it. How long is your hair?
Oh, it's not very long. And when it is, it's like, I'm going to try to take off my, oh God, that means I have to take off my headphones. Lily, you're already being high maintenance.
I'm the worst guest ever.
God. Oh. All right, let's see. Take out my bobby pins.
Oh my God, bobby pins. Yeah. The day my hair could be held up like that, I bet you're going to I'm going to guess 3 bobby pins.
Oh, nice. No, just going in with 2 here.
Oh, well, that's even more impressive. You know how many bobby pins come out of my hair if I have an updo?
Oh, don't even tell me. You're going to make me jealous. No. We just met, and you're going to make me
There's been a time when I had an updo, and then I counted the bobby pins that came out of my hair. Guess the number.
I don't know. 38.
108. Isn't that crazy?
Shit.
No.
I was braiding your hair in my fantasy while making you popcorn. And now
I just reversed it. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's how it was all along. Like that you were always.
I gave you the
illusion. I was just like, Lily, what can I get for you? Do you need like anything else? Do you need a toothpick for the kernel stuck in your teeth?
I need to help you. Here, let me hold this.
Oh. We've already established the
rolls.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And you're sitting back all chill.
Got one leg slightly up, you know.
Fuck, and I'm getting all nervous. Oh, Lily, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm such a big fan.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm a big fan of yours. Really? Is that like the exchange that we all have to have?
But genuinely, like I think you're so. I exclusively watch you on flights.
Well, yeah. Like any flight you take.
This is a true story. I'm not even gonna like. Real talk. If I go onto a flight and there's a screen, the first show I will check for is Mom.
Really?
100%. Yeah.
That's kind. And then you just like pass out with like an Ambien.
No, not even. I think it's hilarious. I think you're so funny.
Thank you. I hate it when we describe ourselves as beautiful. Like that's the first adjective that we use, but you fucking are.
Oh my God. Thank you. Our best podcast ever.
And you're so funny and fucking inventive, and I love how you my hair is like caught in the because you didn't put them on right.
Do you want me to put it behind your ears?
This is now there's a power play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Boom. There it is.
Thank you. I know there's not a lot of it.
All right. No, it's beautiful.
Okay. Now we're back.
We're back.
Okay. Well, thank you. Tell me more about the work of mine that you love.
I love everything.
No. Okay. But okay, wait. I have a gazillion questions for you.
Let's do it.
So you brought something weird. Mm-hmm. Do we want to start off with that?
You tell me. You're the boss.
I know. Am I?
You
I don't know.
You are
Lily,
the boss.
Fuck. I don't know.
A real boss
feel
creates the illusion that other people are a boss. We'll do whatever. I'm here for you.
Okay. So let's start out with, yes, you brought something weird.
I did bring something weird.
Thank you, by the way.
I have a lot of weird things. Here's the thing. I'm a weird person in general, but this is particularly random. Okay. It's in my house. I don't have many pictures of me and other people. I have a lot of artwork. I have some of my like book covers, or I have like a poster, but with me and other people, it's a rarity. But prominently displayed in my living room, and is the only picture of me and someone else, is this drawing of me. It's of me and Conan. It's a caricature drawing. That first of all, I don't even look like me. It looks like I have lip injections and breast implants.
Your tits look amazing.
Thank you. That's why I brought it.
And full disclosure, I may have a bit of both.
Okay. And you know what?
Listen,
you live your life.
Thank you.
Your body, your
Thank
choice.
you.
Okay? Your body, your choice.
Thank you, Lily.
But the thing with
there
this,
was a couple of divorces.
You
I don't know.
You
You're
know
just
what?
like
we're just trying our best. We're trying
you
our
look
best.
fucking amazing.
Thank you.
With
But
Conan on a boat.
I only met him once. We did a panel together, so it's not even like we're longtime friends. We did a panel. Someone took a picture where he's creepily behind me. And then YouTube gifted me with this drawing, and now it is the only drawing in my living room. And everyone first asked two things. They're like, who's that guy? And then who's that girl is the second question, because they have no idea. It's me and Conan.
Well, okay. Does it look like you're in the south of France? Is that where you imagine
We
this?
are in France.
You are in France.
Yes. Good. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. We're at what's the pretentious way to say this? Con.
fake titties,
But our
I
real
know my
brand.
geography.
We're at Con. Is that how you say that? Con? I say
never
cans.
know. I
Con.
never know.
I hate saying that
And
because
nobody
I'm just like,
corrects me.
you know what? I can't. But that's where that's from.
That's amazing. And you look so sophisticated. And wait, let me see. Is that the same? Do you have a tattoo?
Boom. I do have a tattoo, and that's when I did wear glasses. So mine is just the facial structure and the boobs. That's kind of what I look like, I guess.
So when did this happen? So you were on a panel?
I was on a panel. We were on a boat because we had to take a boat to get to the panel.
Yeah.
And this is on the way back, and I wanted to take a picture. And then I said, Conan, do something creepy. And then he tried to sniff my hair, I guess, or something.
Well, first of all, who wouldn't want to? But I mean, you're like one of those wild horses where you want to grab their mane and and just hold on.
That's so weird. That's how every person messages me on Raya.
Fuck.
You're like a wild horse whose mane I want to grab.
God.
Yes.
Shit. So nothing I say is original.
No, you're so original.
Shit.
I'm into it.
I don't know. Okay, so wait. So you're now. I imagine that there's a bunch of creepy people on the boat.
Oh, 100%.
Because everybody
there's 50 people
at
there.
that film festival, which
It's
the film festival that I can't
It's a little bit of a
pronounce.
strange vibe.
Yeah,
you know, it's a strange vibe.
It's like,
it's a little
so I
sceney,
guess
it's a little,
this is
pretentious. They also hate vegetarians there. I'm vegetarian. And
why do they?
it's just every restaurant you go.
They're grumpy. They're grumpy.
You know, it's a little bit like, can I get the pasta without the chicken? No.
No, right.
Like,
right,
no,
right,
absolutely
right,
not.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't even begin to tell us about lactose intolerance.
Yeah, exactly. So I starve a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is my weird thing.
I love it.
I hope it's weird enough. I don't know. I think it's pretty random.
It is. It's awesome. And I love how Conan, you look really fucking sexy. Conan, I can't wait. I think that Conan and I are doing something. I'm putting this out there into the universe, but I really want to show him that. Does he know about this?
I don't know if he knows his pictures in my living room. Actually, you should tell him.
Yeah. Well, you should tell him. You're probably going to be like,
yeah.
You're going to be probably seeing him before I will. I don't know if he likes me all that much. I mean,
really?
I'm very likable.
I can't imagine anyone not liking me.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah,
I know
you
it's true.
seem great.
I am.
Modest, humble,
Totally.
sweet.
Of course. Okay, so wait. So your parents. So you grew up in Toronto or outside of Toronto?
Yeah, I mean, everyone says Toronto, though. If you grew up in the suburbs of Toronto, everyone's like, yeah, Toronto, because no one knows any other place.
I say Seattle, but I grew up in
Right,
Edmonds.
exactly. But Toronto, yes.
Yeah. Which seems, hipper than it is. But when did your parents move?
Moved to Toronto?
Yeah.
So they were born in India. My dad immigrated to Canada in 1972. That is literally the only date I know in my entire life. So don't ask me about the date for anything else.
Okay, how many siblings? I know you have an older sister. So how many other siblings do you
Just
have?
an older sister. Yeah.
So they waited a minute.
Yeah. 6 years is the difference between me and my sister.
Damn.
Yeah.
But they waited a minute to actually have you guys as well. Because your sister was born in 82. Look at me. I did my research.
I'm like, was she?
Yeah.
Was she born in 82? Yeah. I guess, well, the thing is, when you immigrate, my dad immigrated in 1972, but not my mom.
Oh, okay.
So it's like my dad came first, set up a little bit of a situation.
Okay.
Then went back to India, got married, and then brought my mom over eventually.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Usually they send one person in to feel it out.
Was your mom like, I'm down, like Canada seems like the place for me?
100%. So here's the thing.
Really?
Most of my aunts grew up with the mentality of like, we will marry anyone if you take us to North America. Like, you know? So if you ask
to a really cold ass place.
So my mom literally, if you ask her why she was so excited to move to Canada, this is literally her answer. They just seem like they have such nice furniture. They're like, that's literally what she said. Like she would look at catalogs for like, I don't know, Leon's or IKEA and be like, they have nice furniture in Canada.
So she can rest.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have to stress about like, oh God.
If you also ask my mom why she got married, because you know my mom grew up like strict parents and like a culture that didn't let her do what she wanted to do. If you ask her why she got married, she literally says, because I wanted to wear tank tops. I swear to God.
I've seen your mom in your YouTube videos. She's fucking hysterical. I hope she doesn't mind me.
No, she'll love that.
Okay. But have you ever like worn anything that your mom was like, you cannot leave the house?
Oh, all the time. But I'm of the belief that we have to mend the culture, so I would still wear it.
My mom wouldn't let me wear stirrup pants. You're too.
What the hell is stirrup pants?
You might be too young for this. They were like leggings that had like elastic stirrups around the heel.
Oh, I know. Slacks.
Well,
Canadians, I think, call those slacks, no?
Well, but they truly had like a thing that attached to.
That's what we call slacks.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that like a toque? Is this like?
Maybe. In Canada, we call slacks. I used to get them at Kmart.
No. But they're the elastic strap that you put around your foot.
Yep.
My mom.
Why wouldn't you be allowed to wear those?
Well, I was a 13-year-old in headgear, and my mom thought that it was just too sexually provocative.
What? Full length pants?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, completely.
Interesting.
Oh, she was like, oh man.
No, my mom would say that if I wore like a cleavage top or like, if I was like showing my stomach or like a short dress, she'd say something.
Oh yeah. No, I couldn't do any of that. Well, I didn't have any cleavage. And I didn't like, there wasn't anything to show off, but no, my mom she was very concerned about protecting my sexuality. Like, she wanted to be...
every Indian person relates to this for sure. 2 billion people just
like
nodded their head hearing this.
Should meet.
Yeah, but they might egg each other on and be.
Oh my God!
You know what I mean?
They might. And then they're going to team up against us.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we're not adults yet. We can't handle that.
Like it'll be like.
Then you won't be able to come over and play and braid my hair.
It's like, where are the babies?
Yeah, that. Oh God, that whole thing.
Yeah, the babies.
There's a lot of people on the planet. I don't think we need to do that.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. And turns out, I had one.
Congrats. So happy for you.
Thank you.
Great.
He's really cute. He wears adorable glasses and he's just a little gem. Okay, wait. So did you go to prom?
I did go to prom. I went to prom and I actually got in trouble shortly before prom. So my mom said I wasn't allowed to buy a prom dress.
What?
Yeah, so I wore a sari to prom, which was very acceptable.
Pretty rad.
Because my entire school was brown people. So it was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
What color? Sorry.
It was like a purpley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I looked pretty bomb, I won't lie.
So who did you go to prom with? You don't have to say.
No. I went, actually, me and a group of friends went together.
Ugh.
And then I did have a crush and we
Lily.
did like dance the night away.
On.
But he went with his friends and I went with mine and we like just chilled together.
Like looking like at each other all night. And it's like, so we dance.
100%. I'm from a very suppressive culture.
Oh. So then nothing happened after prom?
No.
Wait, did you ask him or did he ask you?
We didn't ask him. No. We just went with our friends and then we were just hanging out there.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that because back in my day,
why are you acting like you're so old?
Because I am. I'm 42.
Old. Oh, please.
Yeah. Well, but no. But it was like the tradition was to like part of the the whole ritual was getting up the courage to ask somebody to prom.
Yep.
So there was that thing of like, okay, is somebody going to ask me? And especially like girls didn't really ask guys back in 1994.
I think it's still that way today, though. I know today, at least according to social media, it's like a whole thing now. Asking someone to a prom is like you have to make an ordeal out of it.
Like an engagement?
Yeah. So do you not see this on social media every time it's prom season? Guys will have to do like flash mobs or like draw something huge in a field or like get Kim Kardashian to make a video for their date to ask them. It's like crazy.
But they must feel really secure that the person is going to say yes.
I mean, I guess so. I guess so.
Because that's like the kiss cam or like that's like
yeah.
Man.
I never had that. I never had someone ask me to prom all romantically. This is completely
Me
a hint
neither.
for someone listening to do that.
No,
You know, what? I'm going to surprise you one day.
You're gonna ask me to prom?
I'm 100% going to do
Really?
that. Yeah, mark my words.
I'm a really good slow dancer.
Okay. Oh my God, me too.
I will hold your shoulders or your waist, whichever one you want. I'll stand like 6 inches away from you and just shuffle my feet.
You know what? You sound like a dream. Like a dream. I love it.
It's
We're gonna make it
the
happen.
best night
We're gonna
of
make
your
it happen.
life.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're gonna let your mom make you wear slacks. You're gonna get to wear slacks. What did you call them?
Yeah, they were stirrup pants.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Weren't they stirrup pants? God, now I'm second guessing myself. That's how old I am. Okay, so wait, I have a few more questions.
Yeah,
for
do
you.
of course. Hit me with all the questions.
Okay, can we talk about Girl Guides of Canada?
Okay. I was actually a girl guide.
I know. I read this.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just. I thought it was a big coincidence. I was a girl guide for 1 year only. Because after 1 year, my mom was like, F this. I'm not dropping you there anymore. This is very annoying. I'm not buying any more goddamn cookies. You're not doing this ever again.
Okay, wait. So is that the equivalent of like Girl Scouts?
Yeah. So I was actually called a brownie. I know that sounds very racist, but it's actually
No, we
the-
have
You have brownies, right?
Yeah, in fact, I have some over there on the table.
No.
I really do.
I was talking about like there's a blue
Yeah,
uniform.
yeah,
Okay, you know this. I was like, see, when I'm from Canada, I feel like sometimes I say things and people have no idea what the hell I'm talking about.
How old were you? And were you like a guide or were you too young to
I was
be a
too young.
guide?
I was too young.
Okay.
We really just
So
went
you weren't
into
a camp counselor?
No, we really just sat in a rented gym and learned about animals in a book. Like,
So what is going on with your Wikipedia page?
first of all, it's Wikipedia. It probably says a lot of crap on there that's not true.
No. It's all very nice.
Does it say I was a camp counselor?
No, it just says she was a member of Girl Guides of Canada.
And I also don't think it's
participated
of
in their youth
Canada.
program.
No. Okay, definitely this makes it sound cooler than it was. Because really what it was, it was like
right there.
a rented gym and we sat in a circle and learned about rules. Like that's literally what happened.
What kind of rules?
Like, you know,
Like don't get outside the circle?
literally wear your uniform, earn this badge by picking up
better be a
garbage,
good
like
girl
things
guide.
like that. Yeah.
Pick up the garbage.
100%.
Make the soup.
Yep.
Wash the dishes.
Now that I
Girl
think about it,
Guides
it's kind of like child
Canada.
labor. Just a little bit.
Girl Guides
Of
you better be
Canada.
good. It's like some fucking...
Everything is great when you use that voice.
I know. It's like Handmaid's Tale.
Oh my God. Best show, by the way.
Yeah. Except, well, and Canada is the place you escape
That's why
to.
I love that show.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by The Pill Club. Do you need to renew your birth control prescription? Want to switch your birth control? Maybe try it for the first time. Whether you know the brand you want or you're looking for help finding the best option, the Pill Club medical team has your back. With the Pill Club, you'll never have to make a trip to the doctor or wait in line at the pharmacy. The Pill Club is a birth control subscription prescribed by a medical professional and delivered straight to your door for free in discreet packaging. The Pill Club carries over 120 FDA-approved brands. Most brands of birth control are free with insurance or Medicaid. Otherwise, prices start as low as $7 per month without insurance. Right now, when you go to thepillclub.com/unqualified, the Pill Club is offering a $10 donation to bedsider.org for every unqualified listener who becomes a patient. Your donation will help low-income individuals get access to birth control through bedsider.org. That's thepillclub.com/unqualified to get your first birth control care package. That's thepillclub.com/unqualified to get your first birth control care package and donate to help more women in need of affordable birth control. Remember, thepillclub.com/unqualified. You must use the link to make a donation.
She was so cute.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Best Fiends. We all know there really is only one match 3 style game worth playing. It's the one with an actual storyline, cool collectible characters, and non-stop action-packed adventure. It's the one with literally thousands of challenging puzzles to solve. And yes, I'm using the word literally correctly. Of course, I'm talking about Best Fiends. You meet your best fiends early in their careers. They don't have much experience, but they have heart. I recognized a little piece of myself in each of them. And so I began to assemble the perfect team. I watched them grow as we solved puzzle after puzzle, working hard and playing hard. Today, my best fiends are ready to go anytime and anywhere. I'm really proud of what they have become. With new challenges and levels added all the time, there's never a boring moment. So download Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy going on to talk shows?
Okay. So, yes and no.
Is this like the question you're
No one's ever asked. No one asked me
Really?
this yet. No one's asked me this question yet.
Okay.
I love having conversations. Like, I genuinely love people, which is why I'm so excited for my new show, because I love sitting down, what we're doing right now, getting to know people, and like the real people, you know? So I'm not a fan of small talk necessarily. I'm not a fan of surface level questions. I really like to genuinely know someone, know their moral compass, why they are the way they are, hear about their experience. I really love that. I thrive on that. Talk shows don't always get there. So there is a lot of small talk, which is fine. But for me, I've enjoyed talk shows a lot more once I changed my mentality of what they are. So the first couple times I went on Fallon, I was like super nervous. Obviously, my publicist is telling me a bunch of stuff. I know I have to hit certain talking points. I'm wearing an outfit that I'm not necessarily super comfortable in. I'm stressed about walking in the heels. I'm stressed about sitting. You know, you got to practice sitting, the slit in your dress. It's like, and you're so consumed during the conversation where like Fallon will be asking me something, but I'm like, oh, is my leg okay? Like, is the slit on my dress okay? You know, you're not even present.
Fuck yes.
You're not even present.
Yeah. And then you're supposed to tell some stupid story.
Am I hitting the joke right? Am I
Right.
funny? Like, how much time do I have left? Oh no, he hasn't asked about this. I have to hit this talking point. Once I said F that in my brain and I was like,
Can I say it for you?
yeah.
Fuck that.
Yes.
Says Lily.
Yeah, I know. Once I was like, I'm going to wear something I'm comfortable in. I want to just authentically be myself and not worry about being a certain way and sounding a certain way. I started to enjoy them a lot more. And that is the energy and vibe I want to create on my show.
That's fucking rad.
Yeah.
That is rad.
So I'm encouraging people, like, I'm never going to wear heels on my show. Never.
I love that.
Never. And I'm basically letting all my talent know, male or female, you can wear whatever you want. But if you don't wear heels, I will actually highlight it as a positive thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want people to be
Fuck yeah.
comfortable.
Because it is, you're so right. It's such a weirdly structured environment. And it's like, oh yeah, this funny thing happened on set or whatever. And you know, sometimes the host, like I try to please. So I'm always like, do they like me? I don't know if they like me. They look like they're just looking down at their cards.
Right.
I don't know how to negotiate these waters. And then there's like this audience, and it's an oddly structured, and it feels a bit archaic formula.
Right. So we're hoping to spice that up a little bit.
I love that.
Even if it's just with like a different type of chemistry I have. Like when my guests come on the show, I don't want it to just be like, oh, you're going to come on the show, we're going to make it seem like we're friends for 5 minutes. Like, no, I'm going to barge into their dressing room.
I love
I'm going
it.
to make sure we have a rapport, make sure we have chemistry.
Will you massage my feet?
I will absolutely massage your feet. I'll do it right now if you want me to.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to just take off these
Do-
Chanel
yeah.
boots. I don't know if you
Your
noticed.
life sounds so hard.
Yeah.
My boots are from ASOS.
God, I can barely get them off. How do you work a zipper?
The thing with talent is that we don't know how to do anything anymore.
Here,
Have you
hold my
noticed?
mic.
I'm going to hold your mic. And let me just tell you, for all the listeners out there, when you become talent like Anna, and it's to no fault of ours, it's everyone else around us, you become useless with everyday things like taking off your shoes, putting on shoes, fixing your hair, taking off your headphones to fix your hair. All of the stuff is very hard.
Somebody needs to grease these zippers.
There you go. And tomorrow she's going to have a zipper greaser here on set. Do you think I won't massage your feet right now?
Oh, I think you will.
Okay.
I think you will.
I will.
Because I felt like you were up to a challenge.
This is not a
And
challenge.
I don't know if
I
you
feel
don't.
like-
I feel like you kind of don't want to.
Oh no, I have no problems doing this. Here's the thing. First of all, I'm very good at massaging.
I bet you
Yeah.
are. Oh no. Oh my God, you are.
I'm of the
Shit.
belief that I am everyone and everyone is me, and I'm connected to the universe. So really, if I do this for you, this is just me helping the universe. You know?
Okay, so what's the oh my God, what's the universe and what's infinity?
Okay, so I was just starting to meditate.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh,
I've just
boy.
started. Yeah, here we go. Oh no, I'm not gonna hit you with the crystals. But I started to meditate really because I had a mental breakdown last year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. It happens. You know, you get it.
I do.
And so I started to meditate just so I could have a little bit of time to set my intentions for the day. And my intentions for the day are use me as an instrument for love and light. And with everyone I meet today in the universe, I am them and they are me. And it helps me like not lose my patience on the road. It helps me not snap at people because I'm like, they are some iteration of me. I'm some version of them. And so we're all in this together. Is this too hard?
It's so fucking great.
Okay.
It's so great.
Have any other guests done this? Do I win number one guest?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And it's really amazing.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And I'll make sure I do the other one to balance it out too.
Okay, so what sign are you? Not that I
Oh,
really
no. Yeah,
care,
I
but
don't.
I
What's
know
that-
I'm not really into that
See,
kind
when
of
people
thing.
ask me this, I'm like, great, what story are you making up in your brain now
I
that I'm
know,
not going to be able to escape?
I was just trying to make small talk so you could keep rubbing my foot.
Well, I do love small talk. I'm a Libra, which is interesting because I know nothing about balance.
Is that, wait, Libra's about balance. That's right, the scales.
Yeah,
right.
what are you?
I'm a Sagittarius, which means
Your
I'm
voice
some
is getting
kind of-
very
I
interesting
know,
over
well,
here.
You are really doing an amazing massage. I like you're touching something. Oh God!
To be clear, it's her feet. I then everyone can't
Yeah.
see this right now.
Like I'm
to be
getting-
fair, I
I'm
know she
getting
sounds a type of way,
tears
but I'm still massaging
in
her
my
feet.
eyes. Oh boy. Okay, wait. I had other questions to ask you. Keep going.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. Yeah. So we covered. Do you like going on late night talk shows? Okay. Are you? Okay. Wait. I did want to talk to you about love.
Okay, can everyone hear this? I'm this good at massaging
Yes,
where she
yeah,
can't speak.
Yeah. Yep. Plan B, Lily, for you is
Nice.
definitely massage in France. Okay. So wait. Okay. Wait. But all these feel a little bit trite for you. I had these questions, but they do feel a little bit trite. How long have you lived in LA?
About 5 years.
And what do you think about? Oh my God, this is really hard to concentrate.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
No,
so we
no.
can-
Oh shit! Don't do that.
We'll
but so
resume.
wait, okay, I'm just gonna put these
Yeah,
up
you
here.
leave them right here.
So, dating in LA. Are you active on that?
So dating is admittedly something, and I have nothing to tell. Don't think I'm saying this because I have something to tell and I'm hiding. I generally keep my relationships out of the public eye. If I ever had one, I don't, and I haven't for a very long time. But dating in LA, I can see why it would be difficult. And, you know, when I first moved to LA, everyone in Toronto was like, you're going to hate people in LA. Like, this is the perception people have in Toronto of LA. It's everyone there is superficial. They don't care about who you are as a person. They're going to want to use you. I'm going to say I don't think that's true. I've actually met a lot of fantastic people in LA. And the issue is just that everyone is very, very busy and they're absorbed usually in their career because the types of careers we have are the types that absorb your entire life. So I've found it hard, even taking relationships aside, to even have friends is a little hard.
Oh, completely.
It's super hard to
I
have
love
friends
it.
in LA.
Yes. Oh, completely. Yeah, Seattle is similar to Toronto. Like, I imagine. Let's just lump them all in. But no. When I would go back home, people would say, "Oh, like, don't all the fake people down there make you crazy?" And I felt like, well, I don't know if fake is the correct adjective.
I agree. I don't think so.
It's like, well, people are friendly and they want things because we're all hustling. But at least they're friendly, unlike you guys who are being kind of mean to me right now when I come back.
Exactly.
Sorry, I made it.
I know. God. Everybody wants you to win until you win.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a great way to
It's
put it.
literally everyone.
That
when
has
you're,
to be your second book.
oh my God, you're right.
Yeah. Let's write it together.
Writing books is hard. Also, can we talk about
Oh my
that?
God.
It's hard. So my first book I wrote, I was like, oh, it's hard. Like, you have to write all the pages inside the book. It's a whole thing.
And it's like, I don't even know if this shit is true.
Yeah.
Like, and people are going to be
Dissecting
mad
your
at
life.
me.
And also, it's like analyzing all the things in your life and writing about them. It's like, man, I come from, like I said, I have Indian parents and a sister that's a little bit more reserved than me. And I'm a weird person. So by nature, they probably think I'm a little weird. I've always my entire life I've been the kid that's like always doing the random different thing that
Yeah,
no
but-
one understands.
But here's the thing: is that you're also fucking cool.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Because you have
that.
a point of view, and that's what makes you brilliant.
Thank you.
And
I'm glad you said that because no one else thinks that.
not true. Fucking NBC thinks that.
Oh, what up? You're right. You're not wrong.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Intuit, powering products like TurboTax, QuickBooks, Mint, and Credit Karma. Intuit works for what you work for, and it was only recently that I found out they were working for me. I've been using QuickBooks for years and more recently began using Mint, which is an easy way to create monthly budgets. It was a bit surprising to realize how much I could save by learning how to make coffee. With Intuit, artificial intelligence can predict your future cash flow, recognize a misplaced digit in an account or routing number, and even connect users with live experts who can assist with navigating life changes or help with unique tax situations. Everything is automatically organized as you track your personal or business expenses by scanning receipts, invoices, and other financial documents, while smart budgeting tools let you know before you overspend. Innovative features like these make managing your finances simple, but as you probably already knew, innovation is at the core of everything Intuit does. Discover how Intuit's products can help you see what's possible at intuit.com. That's INTUIT.com. This episode is brought to you in part by Plant Botanical. As everyone slowly comes out of hiding, many of you are asking the same questions. Am I ready for actual human contact? Should I swipe right? Will they look like their picture? Do I look like my picture? Is that the face of an axe murderer? Do I really want to take off these sweats? And for those of you who get that far, what drink should I be casually sipping? I have the answer to that one. While your date sits awkwardly silent, stunned by your good looks, dazzled by your intellect, or wondering how to dispose of your body, the drink in your hand should be delicious, refreshing, crisp, clean, Plant Botanical Vodka Seltzer. Weighing in at only 1 carb, made with real fruit and botanicals traditionally used for stamina, immunity, and detox, Plant Botanical is already thinking about your future encounters. Follow and DM at Plant Loves You and share a story or video of your funniest, wildest, or most awkward date for a chance to win up to $1,000 for your next one. Plant Botanical, your perfect companion while you look for your perfect companion. Available at Target, Pavilions, Vons, Total Wine, or visit plantlovesyou.com to find a store near you. Plant Vodka and Vodka Seltzer. Just the good shit.
So you have your bachelor's in psychology, so
do.
this is right up here.
Okay, great. I love it. I use my degree every day. So what do these people ask about?
Well, let's find out.
Hello.
Hi, Lindsay. I'm here with Lilly Singh, and thank you so much for being a part of our
Hi,
show.
Lindsay.
So, please tell us what's going on, and thank you again.
So I'll try and make it short and sweet, but so I broke up with my boyfriend like in February, and we were together like 8 years. And I mean, I think for me, like, I just didn't want to shoot myself in the foot later on because like we haven't dated other people. So it's just kind of like going from there. Like, I know I was the one that broke up with him, but it's like, should I like wait around a little bit?
So why did you break up with him?
I mean, we were in the same place. Like, it's kind of like we were together for so long, and it's like, our families were all like, oh, like, when are you getting married? You know what I mean? And
so is it more so that you were just scared of like, oh, what if there is, I'm just gonna be really blunt, if it was like, there could be someone better out there and I don't know because I've never tried, was that the major reason, or did you actually feel like something's not clicking, something doesn't feel optimal?
No, I mean, that was definitely the reason, but it's like not on my part. I just like worried that would happen on his part down the line, if that makes sense.
Was he going like out to bars and flirting with a bunch of girls?
No, I just
So what did he do or say?
Why did you break up with him?
What did he do or say that made you feel that maybe down the line he would feel that way?
I think like it's not like he was like trying to flirt with other people or actively seek anyone out. It's just like, I think that we would continue, you know, like get married, whatever. And then eventually it would be like, whoa, like, why didn't I try and experience life? And like, you know what I mean? I just thought it was going to cause problems. So I kind of broke up with him. Like, I think we just need to like do our own thing for a while, date other people, and then like maybe we could get back together. Like, that was kind of my thinking.
Well,
But,
I
like,
love your honesty. Okay, so to me, it sounds like he's either, and forgive me because I know that you love him,
That's
and
okay.
he will always be like a first love, and those people are really important in one's life. They really
go away.
are. Because it's always an important learning experience. It really is. It makes you more human. But after you go through, like, you know, your first 18 breakups. but
Yeah, and
but
I don't want to be naive to think like there's no one else out there for me. Like, I don't think that, but I like,
well,
you know.
okay, so you're experiencing loneliness because you guys have been together for so long.
Yeah.
We have, as women, we put this pressure on ourselves to figure out the timeline, to figure out oh, we should get married at like 26. We should have our first baby before like 28 or whatever. And, we do that to ourselves because, you know, our parents do that to us or society or whatever. So I do wonder if, Lindsay, this is a good time for you to, through your heartbreak, also examine like how much you actually missed interesting conversation with him, or like I always think about like the road trip test. Like if you're going from like Los Angeles to, I don't know, Austin or whatever, can you talk to somebody for a long period of time, and are you like, and how that sort of tests your love and where you're at in life, and what brings you joy selfishly. Like, like I want you to think selfishly, Lindsay, because if he took the breakup as like, okay, I'm good with that. That's one thing. But if he was devastated,
Exactly.
like how did he take it?
We were like literally on the same page about it. He kind of was like, yeah, like, I think we should do that too. But I know, like, we're still friends. Like, I haven't, like, stopped talking to him. Like, I did for a while. But, like, we're just really good friends too, you know? Like, so.
Lindsay?
Can I just ask you a yes or no question? Do you mind? I just want, does he bring out the best in you? Like, do you feel like a better person when you're with him?
I think so. I think so, but I might be biased, you know?
Well, I was going to say, I feel like, you know, one of the things I've learned is like a really good relationship, all other things aside, is someone that literally brings out the best version of you and you bring out the best version of them. So if you're in a state where you just like are a little bit lonely and you miss the void of someone, that's not the same as like, oh, I'm actually not the best version of myself without this person. So I would say that's the question you really need to ask yourself. Do they add value in a way that like no one else has or can?
Lily, I know that you are really wise in this shit. And I think you're right. It's just that I think that that I suspect that Lindsay's boyfriend was not being like a good best friend. And so then Lindsay felt like, well, if you don't appreciate me, I'm breaking up with you. And then when he's like, yeah, that's probably for the best, it's confusing. Part of living life is experience like heartbreak, and the things that, and you'll miss that person forever. You'll miss that side of yourself forever because you experience love in different ways throughout like your life. And sometimes it's like giddy and headish. But no, I know it sounds so corny, but back in the day when I first started the podcast, we used to always talk about like protecting your heart. And I really want you to do that right now because the more you reach out, I suspect the less he will give, and then the more you will be hurt. And I don't want you to be hurt. I'm sorry.
I think that's good advice that I don't want to give myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want you I don't know. I want you to be happy, and we go through heartbreak, and also, not that I want you to like hang your hat. I don't know if that's an expression on this idea, but the less in contact you are with him, the more he will value you. I think that you have to reconcile yourself that you won't have an equal friendship or an equal relationship until you kind of get a little bit of distance.
Mm-hmm. You'll probably gain some clarity on how you feel as well by giving yourself some space. That's my contribution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Thank you. Psychology degree.
I was going to say, like, I've been trying to, look at people like online dating and stuff, and that, like, I just like don't really like feel anything, like, if that makes sense. Like,
oh, completely.
I'm just kind of like, okay, like, no.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst. Online dating is I don't know. I haven't done it. So,
well, everyone on that thing has a puppy filter on their profile picture. That's the first problem.
Yeah, well, and also it's like the easy rejection on both sides. It's like it's like, oh, I like hiking. I like, it's like, what?
Also, it is solely based on what someone looks like. Also, like that's a fundamental problem.
Yeah. And Lindsay, we've talked to a bunch of people on the podcast who talk about how like the girls it takes like 3 weeks before they'll actually ask a girl out on a date, even if they've liked them and have been texting with them. And so it's like, well, so what the fuck is this? This is like a video game you play late at night. Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah, and like I don't like to go out ever.
It might be hard to date.
But
I mean, like go out to like bars and all that kind of stuff.
When did you break up with your boyfriend? 6 months ago.
February.
Okay. Do you feel like you want, like, because part of me is also like, there's a lot of value to also, and forgive me because this might be an unpopular opinion, but maybe there's also like value to you just being like, yo, I'm gonna do me for a hot second here. I'm just saying maybe you're not feeling anything because you're like, I don't feel the need to get into a relationship.
And also like you're missing the idea of security of like where, because you guys have been together for so long, so you're missing like the security of future, Practical advice, here's what I would do.
Okay.
I would binge watch, maybe not Handmaid's.
That's not the right show to binge watch.
It was just the first thing that came to
and
my
then
head.
cry some more because the world is a horrible, horrible place.
Okay. Wait, what should Lindsay binge watch? Not Euphoria.
No. Bad suggestions all around.
I know. Lily, this is why you're here.
Okay.
Binge watch Mom. Or Friends.
Yeah.
No. Well, listen, you don't have to binge watch. Just knowing that you are just not alone. Anybody who's human, who's properly human, has been through heartbreak. And we tend to be like, oh, wait, why don't they like me? And, oh, God.
And it's also just like thus far in life, Lindsay, you have a 100% perfect success rate of getting through things. So you're doing fine. Thus far in life, nothing has trumped you. And this will also be something you just overcome. That's just part of life.
Wait, Lindsay, I have a radical idea. Would you think about writing in a diary about your journey of heartbreak? And then we can talk about it on the podcast. Like you could send me little letters. Like, hey, Anna, it's, 1:32 a.m. and I really want to call him. What do I do? You have to like resist sometimes that impulse of the person that broke your heart, that like, so you can like get time to adjust or in sort of regroup.
I think that's a really good point. I think anything that evokes an impulsive reaction is something we need to learn how to kind of tame, because I feel like I'm a pretty level-headed person, but there's certain people that push my buttons where I get very impulsive, and I've
like
always
me?
No, you're great. I love you. I massage your feet. But I think there's certain people that can evoke that impulsive reaction out of us, and that for me is always something to work on, because impulsive reactions are never good
That's
ones.
That's right. So I just don't want you calling him and like needing his approval.
Okay.
I don't know.
Every time I have the impulse, I'll just
write a letter,
because everyone goes through this, where it's like, I'm rejected, but I want them back, and I thought that this was going to be our future, and So I don't know.
Part of
Please-
life.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being
Thank you
honest
so
and
much.
trusting us with
Can
this.
we please be in touch? And I love you.
Okay. I'll write some diary entries.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. I
so
love
Thanks so
you.
much. Bye.
Bye.
Lily,
Anna,
thanks so much for being here.
thank you for being here
Um,
in your own room.
Will you just like move in?
Yeah. I'm down.
Hello.
Hi, this is Anna Faris. We've got Lilly Singh here.
Hi.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Jackie, thank you so much for submitting a question.
I am so excited because you are two powerful ladies, and I am so pumped to hear what you have to say
And now
about this.
together we are three powerful ladies.
Hell
Look at that.
Wait, Jackie, where are you right now?
So I am in the northwest suburbs of Illinois, about 20 miles south of the Wisconsin border.
So, oh my God, I love like how technical
I
you
know.
are because that means that you are a flight attendant. You know this shit. Okay, so are you flying out tomorrow? What's happening?
I'm actually on call right now.
Oh.
So I'm crossing my fingers because thunderstorms are just hitting Chicago right now. And I'm like, I really don't want to go anywhere tonight. I kind of want to just like veg out and stay home. So fingers crossed.
And just call us, and I love you for that.
Yeah, I know. That's amazing.
Exactly.
Okay, so wait, Jackie, tell us what's going on.
Okay, so it's very complicated and there's a lot of levels to it. So I'll try to keep it as simple as possible and then let you go wherever you want with
We're
that.
ready.
So I have been single a year. I'm 32, never been married. And also within the last year, I became a licensed foster parent.
That's amazing.
So it sounds really complicated, and most people are like, how do you make that work with your job? But the reality is I do what they call respite care, which is basically emergency care. So I have kids come in last minute and stay with me for a night, a couple nights, a week, 2 weeks, whatever I can commit to before they go on to either their next placement or treatment or whatever. So I primarily take in teenagers, which it sounds really intimidating, and it wasn't my intention when I signed up. It just kind of happened. So I have this situation now where I haven't dated since I became licensed. I can say no to any time they call me. I don't have kids or teenagers in my house consistently. But when it comes to dating, that's kind of a thing where I'm not sure if I mention it, if I don't mention it, to what extent, because I've already experienced the whole flight attendant thing. The second you say, oh, what do you do for a living? And I say, I'm a flight attendant. It's the, 7,000 questions game.
Well, okay.
So I've already experienced that. So I don't know how to do this.
Jackie, I can't believe how generous you are. I mean, that is,
You sound awesome.
yeah. Can we?
Oh, thanks.
Like, I want to be your friend.
So, also, I just think it's so commendable that you are helping kids out. But what made you want to do that?
It's kind of a long story, but I was in a really, really bad relationship a couple of years ago that kind of put me through some dark times when it comes to, an abuse situation. And I ended up kind of making my way out of it on my own and saying, I don't really need a guy, and I know what's toxic and what's good for me and what's not. And I dated someone else who was fabulous, but it didn't work out. And in that relationship, it somehow came up, like adopting and fostering and all of that. And I kind of looked into it. And when him and I didn't work out, I said, you know what? I own a house. I have my shit together. Like, if I want to love on some kiddos in the meantime, since I don't have a man in my life, why would I not go for it? And since I have been through stuff, like, I know how to love those kids from hard places.
I love that. I can't believe how strong you are. Not only to like deal with like assholes on airplanes
Your word.
Every day.
Wow.
every fucking day, but then to also deal with kids that are like confused and looking for a home and
And way to birth something positive out of a scenario that, wasn't I guess you said it ended and that I encouraged you to do this. That's really cool to turn something on its head like that.
That's amazing.
But it's hard because, like, you know, if the right person came along eventually and, you know, they weren't into it or whatever, like, I feel like this is right now it's the right decision thing. I don't know if I'll do it forever, you know, whatever. So it's hard to portray that when you want to date, to say, like, this is my for now, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's a tricky thing to follow your heart and also be open and all of that.
Okay, so you're giving back so much with taking care of these foster kids. And do you ever have like this feeling of, and I want to get back to relationships, but do you ever have this feeling of like, I like enjoy this kid? Like, how do you do it?
I think, I don't know, it was like a lot of internal work to begin with. And, you know, for a regular foster parent, it's loving hard and letting go. But with my situation, I keep in touch with all my kiddos once they're gone. So it's kind of like you keep this like mentor auntie role. And I don't have any nieces or nephews. I have a brother who's married and they don't have kids. So, and I worked as a nanny. I have like a background in nursing. So I've always been that caretaker person. And that's kind of one of the things that makes me feel fulfilled in life. But there's also like a sense of self-care that is missing. You know, like if I'm putting all of my time and energy into these kids and I'm like, oh, well, I'm not dating and I'm not taking care of myself, or I'm giving all day, every day. Like when I don't have the kiddos, I'm at work and dealing with passengers that are upset or, you know, whatever. It's like constantly taking care of other people. And I acknowledge that. And I know I need more self-care. And that's why I've been like, you know what? Like, I can date. That's okay. You know, like I don't have these kids full time and I'm doing what I can with the time that I have, but I also need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself.
So previously when you said that you were in a relationship, you got out of it, and then you're like, I have all this love to give, so I'd love to give to these kids in need. I think that's so commendable because, like I said, you turned something on its head. But the next question I was going to ask was, do you think you love yourself? Because also all of that love could be directed inwards to yourself. I think often when we think of love, we think it has to be given to someone else, whether it's in a relationship or to kids or whatnot, but it is so important to direct that love to yourself. And so I was going to ask you, do you think you love yourself?
I do. I think I'm very in my head about certain things. Like, and I think that's another reason why dating is difficult, because I overthink things. I anticipate things that may not be there, or I may look for red flags when they don't exist. So it could be like a little bit of self-sabotage. Like I love to run, so I go running, and I have a dog that I love that I go hiking and camping with. So like I do, and being a flight attendant, I have to be okay with being by myself. So it's kind of like this like sticky situation where sometimes I'm so used to being by myself that I kind of put myself in that situation. So it's not that I don't love myself, but I'm also like, come on, put a little effort into like being social.
You know, when you were describing what you do, I feel like you prefaced a lot of it with like, and I know that seems intimidating, or, and I know that sounds crazy. And I honestly feel like you should not have that narrative, because I actually think it's really cool and commendable. And I think when you are talking about it and when you're meeting new people and you're dating, don't set it up to be something that's like, you have to deal with it, or it's like this baggage, or this. I think it's something to be celebrated, and you should be with someone that feels that exact same way. Like, hey, I do this really super cool thing, and you should be with someone that's like, that is so cool, and I would love to be around someone that does that. So I think it's something to be celebrated.
At what point do I even bring that up? Like, when, you know, like say I do online dating because I live in the suburbs and it's hard to date to begin with. And like, I don't click have kids because I don't have kids.
Correct.
But I don't want to not mention it, but I don't want to mention it.
I don't think there's any golden rule. I think when it feels right, if you're vibing out with someone and you want to tell them a story about like, hey, I had this really cool experience with one kid, then tell them. Like, don't make any rigid rules for yourself, because the right person won't hold that against you, you know? I think the right person will be like, that's epic, tell me more. Like if I was on a date with someone and they were telling me about like foster, I'd be like, that's so dope, tell me more about that. Like, so you want someone like that. I don't think you have to like tiptoe around that. I think that's something cool to be celebrated. That's my opinion.
I appreciate that. It's just, the older you get, the harder it is. And with the combination of my job not being traditional with hours, it's already hard enough to date. So I feel like, I don't know, the more I think about all of the things that could prevent someone from wanting to date me, the more I sabotage myself. Instead of like going with the flow and like having fun. And
I think that goes back to the self-love, because like, don't have those rules for yourself, and how you define those things is very important. Go out there being super proud of who you are and what you do, and be excited about it and be thrilled about it. And that's how you have to create the framework around you in your eyes first before you do it in anyone else's eyes, I think.
And Jackie, you entered this profession wanting to be a traveler.
True. I never saw myself doing this career in a million years. It like fell into my lap and I went with it, and I love it. And there's been a lot of craziness that has come along with it, with, building your seniority up and all of that. But I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what? I have so much flexibility in my life to do things that I love that it's great, and I don't want to go anywhere. So I just need to find that balance of how to have it all.
Well, here's the thing. I do think that you should remember that thing that made you want to travel, that made you want to be like sort of an explorer. But just try to like hang on to that just for a minute, like you don't know exactly where your home base is because you are all over the place.
Right.
Gosh. All right, Jackie, we didn't even give you any advice, but we love you. I love you. Thank you.
You're incredible.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the support, ladies.
Blessings up, my friend.
Thank you for what you're doing. That's amazing.
I appreciate it.
I love you, Jackie. Thank you. Lily?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You've been
Did I
so
pass?
incredible.
Was this a pass?
Fuck yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, I don't know. It felt like you were dominating.
Do you think I was dominating?
A little bit.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I
feel
think
like
you're
not really-
clearly the dominant one.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's like your show.
It's just like, I don't know.
I'll tell you what, when you come on my show, you can totally lead the interview.